Your souls have found their way to places they were meant to stay. Dark clouds can fade away. You're lost right now, but it won't be the same. It's only just for now. We'll make it through somehow. It's not your fault. You won't be lost forever. You're in the dark. Your soul will find its way. You're not alone. I'm here to stay.